T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right, everyone. We are Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Of course, I am not alone. I'm here with my tag team partner tonight, Santana. I know you were very excited about seeing John Cena tonight. So, how are you feeling?
I feel great, honestly. I'm sorry, I got a lot of things. I was turning it down or whatever. I feel great. I mean, I've been waiting for this moment since they announced that Cena will be returning to Monday Night Raw on June 27th, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see him and everything. And I mean, you know, I know, you know, people give Cena a lot of flack or whatever and stuff like that, but that man had a sold out. Laredo, Texas was sold out tonight. There was no seats available.
No seats
at all whatsoever. The real needle mover.
I thought it was needle pusher. Is it mover or pusher?
Pusher, mover. At the end of the day, Johnson is the needle. And a lot of people can't compete with that. So
there it is. I mean, it is what it is. He's back. He did say a few things that we'll get into. But yeah, you know, it was very interesting. He did a lot. He did the walk-in was crazy, but I don't know. But let's get right into it. Of course, first we're gonna start with the men. You know how we do it over here, Women's Wrestling Talk. We let the men go first, and then we finish with the women. Now tonight we will be giving you our Money in the Bank prediction. So it will go. We'll cover all the men's matches first. We'll cover the women, and then we'll go into the men's predictions and the women. And we're probably gonna run through this. It's still gonna be an hour, honestly. So bear with us, and we thank you for joining here. Please make sure you're commenting as well. We will let you know as well when we do the predictions, so that way you know when to comment your predictions as well. Joseph joins us tonight. He says, according to Wrestling Ticks, Laredo. Am I saying it right? Okay. Laredo, Texas only became sold out when this John Cena celebration was a thing. They sold 3,900 tickets before the announcement. Afterwards, sold out. It was set up for 8,250. I don't know why I said that like that. I think KO versus Elias Ezekiel maybe on SmackDown. It was supposed to decide the last spot. Yeah, that kind of was kind of rescheduled. But with that being said, we did see Riddle, you know, push his way to Money in the Bank, and he will now join Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Omos, and Sheamus as well. So what did you think about Riddle gaining that victory? Were you surprised at all?
it was quite interesting. I feel like they may have a little bit of a favor of wanting Riddle to win Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't be able to, wrestle for another championship unless Roman is still holding the title. But it would be nice for him to have this Money in the Bank. I thought maybe, I would have loved to have seen like Dolph Ziggler in there. But that didn't transpire at all whatsoever. But I mean, there's still one more spot left. So I mean, who knows who could take the last spot or anything of that nature. But I mean, this looks really, really stacked, to be honest. I have to say, but I'm very interested to see who's going to be in that last spot. I think they're supposed to have like maybe their last and final qualifying match for Money in the Bank with the men on Friday, probably. So I'm very excited to see who's going to be in the match or what they're going to do differently than they did this week, and so on and so forth.
And honestly, the field is really set because honestly, I'm going to be honest. When this match started and I figured that it was the men, I was paying more attention to a little more to Basketball Wives tonight. But then after it got down to the finals, I was just like, wait, anyone could take it. So it was good to see Riddle, honestly, get his, it's almost like he's doing this for Randy, and it feels very inspiring. Next, we saw a very interesting segment with John Cena and, of course, the Street Profits. Any thoughts on this?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was nice to see the Street Profits and Cena, interact, even though they did interact during John Cena's walkthrough. I mean, it was nice to see John Cena interact with some of the, the newer talent there are there. I mean, the Street Profits, I feel like if we're thinking of John Cena in his, World Life era, Street Profits would definitely be the very much of the comedic guys along with John Cena. And I mean, it was just nice to see a lot of the backstage interaction that Cena did with a lot of people, especially one in particular that a lot of people have been waiting for, or a lot of people actually popped for when he popped on the screen.
He did, child. And we will get to that because honestly, like, honey, oof. But we did see a match between Jey Uso and Montez. Montez did walk away with the victory. And we've been kind of seeing them go back and forth for weeks now. So any thoughts on this match? Did you think that Montez was actually going to pull out the victory?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had a feeling he would. It's just all the matter of, how WWE had to, whoever's standing tall before a pay-per-view is normally those who are going to lose. So I mean, I've been enjoying the Street Profits and the Usos feud that they kind of been having, and these little back-to-back matches that they've been having one-on-ones or in tags or whatever too. So I mean, it's only a matter of time that, of course, we may see them on Friday before Money in the Bank takes place this Saturday. And I mean, it was a great start. It's really nice. It was a very interesting match. I mean, Dawkins ran over Jimmy, flatlined him on the side of on the other side of the ring. So I mean, I think that this match is going to be very entertaining. Come Money in the Bank, I'm ecstatic to see who walks out with these titles. I mean, I really would hope for the Street Profits to do so, but we'll definitely get into our predictions later.
We sure will, because baby, it's about to get, I'm telling you, it's about to get funkadelic. Okay.
What? It's about to get hold on. Okay. It's about to get what?
Funkadelic.
Okay, where the hell you get that from?
Baby, I don't know. It just sometimes it just oozes out. Pause.
Listen, no. I'd rather you say cracking than funkadelic, whatever. There's something that you get from a deli place or something.
Listen.
Like, can I get a 2-piece on the funkadelic? What a surprise. What a surprise.
Jamie says she really enjoyed the Uso versus Montez.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I think it was. It was really nice, honestly.
There is a poll going on, you guys, but it may be over now. But I did ask you guys, did you enjoy Monday Night Raw? And a lot of 100% say yes. So I mean, make sure you do the polls that we have here because we are going to be using them for the, when you're making your predictions tonight of who you would like to win, and who's in the favor of winning, and so on and so forth. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with Money in the Bank though, but we'll have to figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Santana's been holding it down in the background, so make sure you guys are voting. And of course, we always thank you for joining us as well. At Santana, not deli meat, funkadelic a little bit. But moving right along, we did see John Cena have a little, one-on-one with Ezekiel, and then what the people really wanted, especially me. If you watch, I'm highly favored of Theory. I have been for some time now. I think he's a great talent. I do think he's a young Cena. It doesn't look like we're gonna get this match anytime soon, to be honest. Let's just be honest.
Here's the thing, I will say that this was a pop because you can hear the crowd, a lot of the ohs and the oohs and the ahs and everything like that. This is pretty much what people have been waiting on. They was trying to see when was going to be that moment where Theory is going to pop up on Cena. And honestly, I still don't see a young Cena. I really don't. I feel like with Theory, I think he's a great talent. Yes, I do. I think he's good on the mic. Yes, I do. But it's just something that just annoys me about him. Like, it's I don't know what it is, but it's something that just annoys me about him. I don't know if it's his strong eyebrows or what. But there's a big distraction going on with me right now, and I don't know what it is.
But to be honest, to be fair though, that's actually like that he's doing his job, or they're doing their job booking him.
Yeah, they are, what I'm saying. But I have to say I did enjoy this. Kind of more so just Theory, just getting a lot of things off his chest. Of course, he knows that he was a part of the Cena photo shoot. Of course, a lot of people on the internet saying that they, and amongst conversations that he looks like a young Cena. He acts like a young prototype of Cena before he came, when he wrestled against Kurt Angle for the first time in his debut match and everything like that of that nature. I just feel like, Cena did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Was walk away. Because Cena doesn't even have to talk to this dude. He doesn't even have to open his mouth or say anything. Theory, he needed to do was to get everything off his chest of how he's feeling and, and so on and so forth. He's the one who's saying that he's Vince's new bitch boy, and here we are.
And Joseph agrees. Austin Theory thinks he is hot shit. I think him being 24 is why he is so cocky. Plus, Vince thinks this dude is the next John Cena. Give me a break. They've turned him heel for a while, especially in his solo career. And there's no telling what's to come. But I do think that Vince actually does see a young Cena, honestly.
What I will say is that this has been the best version of Austin Theory. Despite the first time he came up to the main roster with being with Zelina and Angel Garza and Andrade, their whole faction there, and then going back down to NXT to be a part of the way. I feel like this is what Theory needed when he first came, but it was just all about timing. So I will say this is the best version of Theory that I have seen from being in NXT, coming to the main roster and going back to the NXT, then coming back to the main roster and make a triumphant change in his character and things like that. Like, he's gotten a lot better on the mic. His in-ring ability is great. So it's only a matter of time before, maybe we do see Cena versus Theory. But it's only if Cena's going to get a man of time today.
We might get loud very soon. Who knows?
Oh, wait, I don't have the video in here.
But with that being said, we did see Finn and, of course, Damian Priest representing the Judgment Day. They had a little debacle with the Mysterio family. What are you torn? I know you really, as the lights go out. Thank you, Judgment Day, for cutting my lights out, you freaking weirdos.
There's darkness all around us.
Crazy. Are you torn? Because I know, like, I'm personally, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I know for you,
Dominic?
well, Dominic, yeah, but when he's not with his dad, you know, I'm curious. Is like the Mysterios and Judgment Day, like, you know, Mysterio did kind of call him out, and we possibly will see them have a match on SmackDown. So where does your loyalty lie?
Yes. So I listen.
Yes,
I love Mysterio, the Mysterios. More so, preferably Ray. I do like Dominic, but I like his father. With Judgment Day, I mean Finn and Damien. I mean, this is like two of my guys right here. I mean, I can't. I mean, well, Mysterio, I mean, main event, if they want to count it, Mysterios already have a win over Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? But they're finally putting on TV wise. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to be here for the ride and just thoroughly enjoy what's to see here. That's really all I can say.
Honestly, it looks like you have you have 3 more days if being honest. It was confirmed, Joseph says, for Raw next week in San Diego, California. It's the Judgment Day versus the Mysterio family, just cause Finn called Ray a bad dad. And it looks like they should have had this match on Friday, honestly.
Well, you know, they're in a, you know, Mysterious neck of the woods. I mean, Rey Mysterio's and them from San Diego, California. So why not do it and consider their hometown? That's
true. Moving right along, though, we did see a special, you know, appearance from the guy that has a lot of mess going on right now. And yeah, you know, he said what he said to John. And then John comes out, of course, you know, standing ovation, you know, never give up, persevere. But he did say one thing that I think that is.
I was looking at Ricochet's shirt, and I think that's a Koski shirt he has on. I was like, it is, because I'm looking at the clouds.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad.
But no, you're good. There was one thing that he said, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said he may not know when the next time he'll step into the ring, which I know a lot of people were wanting the Theory, you know, the whole Theory match. I personally thought Theory was going to come out and attack him. So I was surprised to see that not happening. But of course, it was 20 years of John Cena. Even though I'm not the biggest John Cena fan, he does actually follow us. And he has, from what I see, also follows Stephanie, one of our hosts here as well. And he listens to a lot of wrestling podcasts. So John Cena, if you're listening, great job. We also had Seth Rollins.
Don't do that man like that. It's a great job. That's funny as hell. This is like a PSA meeting.
That's the least I can say. The least, honestly, that's the least I can say. You know how I am. I may not be the biggest fan of people, but I can give them their recognition, and those are the 2 words that I got for him. Seth Rollins seemed to be laughing in his face. I have to be honest, and I'm going to bring Turnbuckle Glam in this a little bit. This is absolutely the worst outfit that I've ever seen Seth Rollins in.
He looks like a living lava lamp.
Lava lamp. Mm-hmm. He really does.
And the first thing he says is, "Remember when I broke your nose?"
Like, do we really need to rehash that? Like, Jesus Christ.
Sir, your outfit is a nosebleed already.
Oh, that's a good one. Seth was also met by Omos and MVP, who had some words about their upcoming match at Money in the Bank. Of course, they are both in the match. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this. But, you know, it is what it is, honestly. Like, And we'll talk about that more when we get into our predictions.
I'm excited.
Jamie is laughing at the comment, and Bobby's cracking up as well. And again, we thank you guys. You said what?
I said no pun intended, you know.
No pun intended. We thank you guys for joining us too. But yeah, you know, they did their little thing or whatever. We also had a match, a 2-on-1 match, handicap match between Alpha Academy and, you know, of course, Theory was out there being the enforcer, and Bobby gets the victory. And as soon as the bell rings, attack mode. So I honestly, personally, I like the feud. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, you could have pulled Bobby, and he could have been the one facing Roman instead of Brock." Well, let's just be honest. They're on a run right now where they're building Theory, and to build Theory, you need to beat the best. And so I just feel like him and Bobby, it's almost like junior and senior, almost. It's like, you know, it's like, I don't know. I like it personally.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, you gotta have. I mean, it's nice to see Bobby, you know, be done with Omos. Don't get me wrong, I do like Omos, and I'm, you know, rooting for him always, somehow, some way. But I am tired of seeing Alpha Academy be a part of this whole feud and everything like that. Like, I know that they're just there for decoration wise, just to have something to do since they're not in the tag team championship picture. But hopefully this is the end of it. But I feel like, you know, once we get to our predictions, you know, I'll pretty much elaborate more. But this is an okay match. I mean, it was nice to see Bobby and Bobby and Otis match up and everything, and, you know, really test the strength of Bobby Lashley. So
Joseph says he hopes Bobby wins the WWE United States Championship, and Austin Theory is using Alpha Academy to do his dirty work.
They are, but is it really doing the dirty work? Because
he didn't get the job done.
Bobby is standing tall majority of the time anyway. So
yeah, so I believe this is the last thing we have for the women. I mean, for the men. So I'm gonna boom. So we're now to the women. Now
22 minutes. Wrap it up. Because we still got our predictions to do. So
wrap it up. We do. We really do. It was very interesting because we had a few reports say that they were actually going to have a contract signing. I don't know if that was actually true or not, but it didn't happen. Bianca comes to the ring. Of course, your WWE Raw Women's Champion will be defending against Carmella, and we'll get into the predictions, of course. But I thought the segment was good. I mean, I think that they look good in a feud together.
They do. And I mean, of course we've seen, Bianca and Carmella feud for the SmackDown Women's Championship before. You know what I'm saying? This is a title that Carmella has never held before.
Never.
To kind of make her a glam slam.
Well, she would. Well, she's never held the NXT championship, so she would be a Triple Crown champion if she does successfully beat her. That's the tag team championship, SmackDown, and along with the Raw, if she can do it. She's also been a 24/7 champion. She's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. She's won a Battle Royal, I believe, at WrestleMania or Royal. Well, not Royal Rumble, but I think it was like those Battle Royals that they do.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
Miss WrestleMania.
So she, on paper, Carmella definitely has it. I always think that they just kind of use her as a filler, but it's Money in the Bank, so anything can happen. But of course,
that's what I was saying. They used as like the filler last year. You know what I'm saying? But it's always this type of conversation. Why Carmella? Why nobody else? It's because Carmella has those accolades where you can put her in a singles feud. And she's gonna do what she needs to do.
And she's not bad in the ring. She's actually gotten really better in the ring, to be honest.
She's talking to Mike,
she's a good talker. Out of everyone that was in an NXT that wasn't a 4 Horsewomen or Bliss or Asuka, I feel like she's kind of done herself justice. They've booked her properly. Even before the whole. I feel like even before the whole Corey Graves thing, I still feel like she was you know, she was booked properly. And one of my favorite matches is when she faced Charlotte Flair. It actually successfully defeated Charlotte Flair at Backlash to retain her title. Now, of course, SummerSlam that year, Charlotte did gain that title back, and then we see Becky turn, so it kind of pushed her out of it. But since then, she's always stayed relevant, honestly. So I'm curious to see what happens, but I mean, we just don't know. We really just don't know. But we also had a match tonight. And a quick segment between Liv and Bliss. Bliss was very adamant about winning. She said that she's been here before. She knows how this works. So, I mean...
I guess Alexa's a newbie. She knew to this.
Who?
I said, I guess Alexa is a newbie.
Wait, what did I say?
You were talking about Liv.
No, I thought I said Bliss. I said Alexa said that she was very adamant about winning. No, I said Liv and Bliss had a segment, and then I said Alexa. I don't know. But I was talking about Bliss. She's a former Money in the Bank winner, first ever SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion, doing that accolade both. She cashed in on Nia Jax at that time, known as Lena now. And Bliss to me has always been in the top ranks. And, you know, Liv came in and was like, well, I'm going to be a champion one day. And, you know, it just, I don't know. I honestly don't think it will ever happen. I know a lot of people are on the Liv Morgan bandwagon, but I just honestly feel like they dropped the ball last year with Money in the Bank. I just don't see them. I just don't see them doing it. I just don't.
How many times are we going to keep hearing I'm going to be champion one day?
How many?
Like you said that with Bianca, you said that with Becky, you said that with everybody. Every time you do a promo, I'm going to be a champion one day. I'm going to be a champion one day. Me, Liv Morgan, just watch me. You know, and it's just like, how many times are we going to continue to hear that you're going to be a champion one day?
Yeah. I mean, it's just over and over and over, honestly. Now, tonight she did get the victory, which is great. I mean, going normally, you know, it used to be, and I don't know if it's still like this, but it used to be if you get the win before the big show, you're not going to get the win at the big show. So I don't know. I honestly think, and we'll talk about this more when we get into the predictions, but I honestly think she's at the bottom of the ranks, whereas last year she was the number everyone thought Liv was going to win. Even myself, even you, we watched it. And honestly, like,
if she lost to someone who changed their gimmick in a day.
If she doesn't get this victory, it's going to be very curious to see what's next, honestly, for Liv. Because they can only do so much, honestly. I think the women's Money in the Bank is wide open. I pray to God they use it to build someone new. I mean, we're going to talk about this now because we're about to get into our predictions, but I don't know. When it comes to Liv, I think it reminds me of like how they were doing Ricochet for quite some time. You know, Ricochet's actually held, but you have more opportunities for men. You know, you have 2 championships that are higher, and then you have, you know, the mid titles. But with Liv Morgan, she's not even won the 24/7 championship. So it's almost like they're toying with her fans anybody knows this about WWE. When you have someone who is like well liked, that's just not great in their eyes, honestly. That's just like, oh, well, you like this person? They knew they couldn't bullshit us about Bianca. They knew that. But with Liv, it just seems like every day I get on social media and it's always Liv. And I just want to say this because this is Women's Wrestling Talk. Liv Morgan is doing a book cameo as of now. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to it's something related to abortion, and I know a lot of that's been the talk. So I want to plug that because that is something that I feel like is very important, and it's something that, you know, that she has a lot of fans, and I think she's using that popularity for the greater good of other causes. And so that's, to me, I wanted to plug that because that's how you use your platform. That is how you use your platform. Pertaining to WWE, though, I think it's about to be the end of the road for Liv Morgan. I don't know. Sam says, I feel like you need to have 4 Money in the Bank now, like how it was back in the day. Joseph says Nikki is right. Vince has to hate that we like Liv. Not too much on the we. I know Nikki likes Charlotte. Nothing wrong with that. But I like Vince wants everybody to be cheering for Charlotte. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That was just an example I used. I don't know. I honestly just feel like they're gonna keep towing it and towing it and towing it. And I'm surprised that she's not over there with Ruby, to be honest.
Well, I doubt she goes over there. She's a W for lifer.
Yeah, I see that. I can definitely see that.
I think if she goes over to AEW, her likeness is not going to It's not going to transition over.
No,
I don't think she would be well liked in AEW. Not by that crowd. Maybe because they find her attractive, but
we also had a last chance qualifying elimination match tonight between Doudrop, Nikki Ash, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and also Xia Li and Tamina. Yeah, I said it. I tweeted it out. I tweeted it out before the match even started, before Raw even got into some things. I said that it is what it is. I said that this match was built for Becky, and I was absolutely right.
I personally wanted Shayna to win.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
I really did. Because I feel like Shayna. I feel like Shayna should be in Money in the Bank. I feel like Shayna deserves to have some type of build up for herself as well. You know, she hasn't been that lucky to have amazing moments since she's been on the main roster. I mean, she's transitioned from Raw to SmackDown, and both shows she's kind of been tagging along with somebody and not really having a solo career of her own, which is not fair to her because Shayna is an amazing talent. You know, so she could be that top dominating heel on the main roster, but they just keep jogging her the hell out, and just I won't say jogging her out, but they just kind of there's feel like there's no care for her like that. In my eyes, from what I've seen, it doesn't feel like there's that much care for her. So I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm glad to be back. I'll say that. I was going to ask you, do you have your...
I do. It's in right here.
Perfect. So that's how we're going to do the predictions. But yeah, my Wi-Fi cut out, you guys. A lot of comments. I was rooting for Xia Li or Shayna Baszler. Let me just say this. If you know anything about what's been going on in the women's evolution for the past, 7-8 years?
Mm-hmm.
When a 4-horsewoman is involved, it's really hard. Huh?
It's hard to make them lose.
It's hard. It is. It's hard to book against them too. It's just, and I know a lot of people were surprised about Doudrop, but Doudrop was the MVP of this match.
She did amazing.
She's an amazing talent. And honestly, I'm going to go on the record and I'm going to say this. A lot of people are hating because of her size. And it's clear. It was the same thing that happened with Nia Jax. And, people like to bring up this, that, and the third. But that girl is a former champion, has had some great, amazing matches. We watched a match with her and Jordynne Grace, the current Impact Knockouts World Champion.
And that was really good.
And that was amazing. And she's an amazing talent. And I think that it's good to see her get her... And it sucks because it's a double-edged sword because Shayna does take a back seat once again.
Yeah.
Shayna's not being featured on this, but I'm hoping, I know this may be a stretch, but maybe Shayna can find a partner, or maybe they just put Doudrop, Nikki, Shayna, Xia, and Tamina in a match, and we just go with the number one contender next. I don't know, for Ronda. And Shayna gets a victory, and Shayna's the next to face Ronda. Or, hear me out.
I think they were trying to do that. I think, there have been some reports that eventually somewhere down the line that we're going to have Shayna versus Ronda.
I think she's going to interrupt.
I would hope that she wins. Shayna does. I feel like this could really be a moment for Shayna. Like, let's be honest, this would be a great start to rebuild Shayna Baszler, instead of having her tag along with other people, and really allow her to be that dominant force that she came into the main roster being.
They've let Becky beat Ronda. They've let Charlotte beat Ronda. They could easily let Shayna Baszler be the one to dethrone Ronda Rousey and really put her in a pinnacle, and then let Charlotte come out then. Mm-hmm. And then, there just needs to be something with Shayna. Joseph says, I saw a video online where Shayna was talking to Ronda, and she didn't want to be put in the middle of Natalya and Ronda. She is friends with Ronda, but her and Natalya are tag team partners. Now her and Natty are actually friends too. They hang out a lot. They train together, they work together, they travel together. Mm-hmm. So we could see that, but of course, it just is what it is. Becky won. Mm-hmm. Becky won, you guys, and that's it. That was Monday Night Raw, and Becky main events again with some amazing other talent, and she gains a victory, and I'm very excited for this. We're currently missing all 3 of our 4 horsewomen at that. Charlotte's out, living her life. Sasha, we don't know what the hell's going on, and Bayley's just trolling us every day. So I just want to say thank you, Becky. I know I gave Becky a lot of crap, during the whole man era. Mm-hmm. I think that she has really solidified herself as a character, and I love to see it. With that being said, we are finally to our predictions. We are going to write our answers. If you don't know, we use these on Turnbuckle Glam to give some ratings and some very interesting comments provided by my Jesus. If you haven't seen it, please go back. Our first match.
And the poll is up for y'all too, those who want to join in as well. The poll is up on Twitch too. For you guys, you have 5 minutes to figure out who you're choosing. I see 9 people up in here. You have 5 minutes to choose.
3?
Well, 3. The 3 minutes go by pretty fast. It's 9 of y'all in here. I can end the poll anytime I want, Nikki.
Oh, that's true. Well, we have 5 predictions, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5 predictions right now. Yes.
Now, you guys, this is of course a prediction, not who you want to win.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jamie, for the support for Turnbuckle Glam.
Make sure you guys go ahead and hit those votes. On Twitch as of right now, I can see you guys voting. Like I said, there's 9 of y'all in here that's looking at us. That means I need to see like 9 of y'all voting.
I don't know. I'm stressed out, honestly.
Don't be stressed. All right. We put in our votes now.
Are we gonna wait for the poll? Or?
We can wait for the poll.
Okay.
But we can talk about the Street Profits and the Usos. I mean, like I said, I've been wanting the Street Profits to finally get back into a title picture, despite their whole shenanigans that they've been dealing with the Alpha Academy. And then, I thought maybe at WrestleMania they would have won. I feel like that would have been a perfect time to have them win. But to know that how it trickled down into having the undisputed tag team champions, it really would have made me mad that they would have won these titles at WrestleMania and then lose them to the Usos. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we do get to see new tag team champions happening at, Money in the Bank, or, the Usos. The Usos have been on a run for what, a year now? And I mean, it'd be quite interesting to see them continue to have their reign continue on as being a part of the bloodline and continue to be the one to hold all the gold, and so on and so forth. So I mean, it is what it is. The poll is almost done, and like I said, I see 9 of you guys in here. I see some of you guys are still starting to vote now. So go ahead and get your votes in for us so that we can go ahead and let you guys know who we are choosing, who we think is going to win, so that we can move on to the next predictions.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I need to go grab something that I can wipe this off with. Oh, well, I can use it.
I don't have anything to wipe this off. My paper towel is sitting over there. Give us like 2 seconds, like a brief intermission. And yeah, brief intermission.
Brief intermission. Okay.
And we're back.
And we're back. Thank you, Jalen, for counting. We love to see it.
First of all, don't count us, okay? Thank you very much.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I can go ahead and end this poll, honestly. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the poll.
Okay.
Right now.
Those that don't know, we're giving predictions on this match here.
All right. So as of right now, the Street Profits are predicted to win this match. On a count of 3, we're going to hold up our signs of who we chose.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so I went with the Street Profits, of course.
Yeah, I went with Roman's bitches.
Roman's bitches.
That was awesome.
I like that.
I like that too.
All right,
second prediction.
Let me put up this next one now. It ain't gonna take long.
No, not at all for me either.
Well, of course that much, but not you.
Okay, this is a prediction though.
Prediction, not who we want, but who we just want.
Oh my! If I cut out, please let me know. Jesus Christ!
I will.
So pissed right now. My signal is going out.
All right, so I'm gonna do this for like 3 minutes. All right, guys. So the poll is up. Who y'all got? Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley. Do you think we will have a new United States Championship, or do you think we will still have the reign of John Cena 2.0?
Oh wow!
Hey, y'all want to say he's John Cena incarnation? So here we are.
Incarnation is crazy. That man's still alive.
You
can't see him, but he's still alive.
We are all reincarnations of somebody.
Y'all know I'm rooting for Theory, but I don't know. Like, okay, I'm on. Okay, I'll tell y'all why in a minute. Child, is this how you spell this?
Yes, we are using the white boards.
The white boards presented by our CEO. That's a good one. It's a whole lot of theory in the motherfucker.
All right.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Well, I'm waiting on the votes to get in.
Okay.
Wait for you guys.
I don't know. Let me.
You
Street Profits. I'm gonna say this. I do like Theory, and I think he's an amazing talent. I do. Mm-hmm. And if I cut out, please let me know, because Jesus.
I can see you. You're good.
I feel like I froze.
No, you're talking. I can see you.
Okay. We got one of our writers in here. Mika's in the building with the predictions. Oh my goodness, Lord.
What happened? Okay, I see. See, Nikki froze now, but she's talking a little bit. All right, guys. So the poll is getting close to ending. So go ahead and make sure you guys continue to put your votes in before the poll
It's over.
He says Jalen says your Wi-Fi.
Jalen, shut the hell up. Please. Now you got me doing this in front of my boss. Are you ready before my signal goes out?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll.
You know what it is, but these whiteboards make everything so much fun.
They do. All right, so who y'all got? Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley is the winner for everyone to have their prediction for. So on the count of 3, we're gonna put up our signs and we're gonna see who we think is gonna win. Okay. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. So that's me with Almighty Bobby Lashley and Nikki with Theory. A-Town. Yes. Whatever.
A-Town, damn, baby. Okay, next up, we should not even have to waste much time on this one.
Well, not really, but still.
But for the fans for the people watching at home, I know y'all like Ronda. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that. I don't. Mm-hmm. Hey, Natty came out with that stroller. That's so funny.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes on this one because it shouldn't take y'all that long to figure out who y'all gonna vote for.
Yeah.
All right, so the new poll is up. Who y'all got? Ronda Rousey versus Natty, SmackDown champion. Y'all got 2 minutes to vote. While me and Nikki put in our votes. So.
I had to write on the back. But yeah, the segment was hilarious. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, when she came out with the stroller, I lost it.
That was hilarious.
It was just...
When Theory wins, I'm going to remember all of this. Okay. That's fine.
I voted for Theory. Who are you coming at, Jalen?
I guess he's talking about me, but pause on that.
Big pause and the lights go out. Judgment Day, can you stop messing with my light? Please, Rhea. I know, girl. I know you got some shit going on, but girl, leave me alone. Jesus. Y'all are crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, Rhea.
All right, guys. Go ahead. 2 minutes should be coming up now. I don't know who's voting, but let me see what y'all got. Oh, okay. Wow.
Who'd they vote for?
Let's see. It's from the end now.
Okay.
Who y'all got? Ronda Rousey versus Natty. It's 11 people up in here, and y'all not moving fast enough for me.
I think some of them are bots too, because I've been sharing in all kind of Discord.
Don't be bringing these weirdos over here. I asked for them. I asked for them.
I know for sure Jamie, Joseph, Mika, and Jalen are in here.
All right, so poll just ended. Who y'all got? Ronda Rousey versus Natty. Natty came out with the win on who you guys think is actually going to win. So that's who you.
No, that's just I just wrote that on the back.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So on the count of 3, me and Nick are going to show who we think are going to win this match. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
I went with the Money in the Bank winner.
You talking about down in the 4th. Wow, that was crazy. That's actually a good prediction.
Nikki, Joseph.
No, I did it. I did vote for Natty.
Ronda retains. This would be a great match. Would I be mad if Natalya won? No, they trust Natty to make sure Ronda has a great first defense on pay-per-view. I thought that was Nikki saying Natty would win. That was great ones from Santana. If I thought the Money in the Bank would cash it in, be Bianca versus Carmella. It could be, and vice versa.
That was a good one. Now, this is why we pulled out our... Are we not doing a men's one?
So the men are not done yet. They still have one more slot left.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
So
well,
we'll end up doing that on Friday.
And the post show Saturday?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm gonna do this one here for you guys. So I just
want. How many do you get?
So if we did a prediction, if I start a prediction, it gives me like I think like
if
4, I think. But if I'm doing a poll,
so you should do.
It lets me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you should do. 5. You should do the 4 former champions who are Raquel, Becky, Asuka, and Bliss, and then the 5 should be the other. That's only fair.
Okay.
Like Lacey, Shotzi, and Liv would be bottom tier, so they should be other.
Okay. And then just have them drop it in the chat, basically.
Yeah, y'all can just drop it in the chat too. NXT. Let me do it for you right quick. Former NXT Women's Champion Raquel. Former SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion Becky. Former SmackDown Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. Former SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion Asuka. Lacey Evans, nothing. Shotzi has only been a tag team champion in NXT. Liv Morgan hasn't had shit. Single titles. Yeah, world titles.
Okay, so I got who y'all got? Women's Money in the Bank, Raquel, Becky, Asuka, Alexa, and others, ... So y'all had 2 minutes to vote on who you think is going to win, but you can also, for others, you can put it inside of the chat on who you think is going to win. Let's see.
I'm kind of torn, so I'm going to do 2.
I honestly have no idea, but you know what?
I don't know. I just feel like they're high on certain people right now. Like, I really do. Like, I think Shotzi's only in here because of her hair.
Oh, the aesthetic.
Liv's in here because they have literally no one else. Raquel and Lacey have been getting pushed. Asuka, Becky, and Bliss have all won it before. And Rhea's obviously pissed.
She is. She's probably mad at Liv.
I don't care. Who is that?
That's Mika.
No, I know that's Mika. I'm saying what wrestler is I don't care.
I guess this whole thing.
Must be a faction.
I have no idea. Who? Wow.
Oh. Interesting.
I have absolutely no idea. I think I'm gonna go with the safe answer.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go with a safe answer.
That's fair. Mika says she voted other. We have Raquel wins. I don't know. It's so hard though. I'm gonna put 2 because honestly, like, no, I'm just gonna stay with my gut.
Okay. All right, so the poll is done and it's tied with Raquel and whoever the others. So obviously it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. So it doesn't matter between Shotzi, Liv, and Lacey, who win. Yeah. It's a tie, and then we have Raquel. So on the count of 3 for us, let's go ahead and put up who we think is gonna win the Women's Money in the Bank. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
That's a good one.
Or one of the MAGA women.
If you don't know who the MAGA women are, it is Raquel and Lacey.
Yeah.
I was gonna put Lacey, honestly. Like, to be honest, I really was gonna put Lacey like on the back, but I'm like, I don't know, because honestly, Raquel has been on a crazy run, I feel like. And they were dropping the ball with Lacey, and I feel like they just kind of want some consistency. They've toned They've definitely toned Raquel down as well. So
yeah.
Mika said that's the one. The MAGA woman.
All right, let me go ahead.
They work together. Last but not least, Beyonce. Whew.
All right.
Joseph. Carmella wins and Liv cashes in, and Liv Morgan leaves WWE Women's Champion.
All right. All right. So the poll is who y'all got, Bianca or Carmella, the EST, or Bella is money. So go ahead and put your votes in now. So not gross, Joseph.
Who said that?
Mika. All right, so go ahead and get your votes in. You got 2 minutes to vote who y'all got, Bianca Belair or Carmella, the EST, or Bella is money. Right now, they're sitting at a tie. Wow. I would never suggested that anyone would actually think that Carmella would have a chance at winning. But
I think she has a chance, honestly.
Yeah, it's a strong one.
Interference, Corey Graves, I don't know.
Girl, Bianca would throw Corey Graves.
Could you imagine this be his time to come back in the ring? It would be awful.
Can you imagine him getting beat up so that he can stay on commentary forever?
Ugh, I just want him gone.
That's not gonna happen.
I really want
that. Right, the poll is running out. We need one more person to break this damn tie. Right now, they're sitting at 50-50, and it looks like we are running out of time. Yep. It's happening. And there it is. Here we are.
Are you ready?
Mella and Bianca.
All right. Everybody knows who you are already voting for. It's if they don't. You ready?
All right. So in a count of 3, 2, 1.
Boom! There it is, baby. The 4. You really think Sasha Banks coming back? That's crazy. I love how we put our team on here, who we are. Well, who the other one is.
Yeah.
I'm Sasha, you're Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is. But Bianca is on the back.
Bailey. We obviously, if you can't tell anything from these predictions, we want Bailey back. Let's just be honest. We really do. We've missed her. She's been trolling us online for some weeks now. And honestly, what else can you say? Thank you, everyone who voted with us and stayed with us. Honestly, Money in the Bank has become one of my favorite pay-per-views because you honestly don't know what will happen.
No.
Liv could win.
It kind of makes me want to actually watch some Money in the Bank pay-per-views, though, like some of the shows.
Yeah.
I've always, since they brought in the whole Money in the Bank concept at WrestleMania 21, I've been a fan of that match, to be honest. It's more so yes, of course, about who wins it, but it's more so about the match itself and so many crazy spots that could take place, that could happen. And I mean, damn, it's gonna feel real funny without having Naomi in there, because Naomi, she's been in majority of the Money in the Banks. and it'd have been nice to kind of see what she would have been able to do or and stuff like that. So
Natty too, though.
Natty is definitely one.
Natty has some moments.
She deserved that.
She deserved that. It's so suspenseful. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know, and it's crazy. But with that being said, we have a very stacked week, you guys. Tomorrow, it's all indies. Of course, we'll be having a new date and new day on Tuesday, so make sure you check that out. And then, of course, Ms. and Mrs. After Show will Ms. and Mrs. I said that right. After Show will be Tuesday, also tomorrow. Well, later on today. Wednesday, we have AEW Dynamite, and then Thursday, of course, we have Creep Squad coming back. Child, you'll have more about that, honey. Child, it ain't permanent.
We don't know.
Child.
I don't know what y'all gonna do, child, but
Child, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna publish my own damn articles. I don't give a damn. And the only person that's coming to sit in that seat is TK. So y'all gonna see a lot of the CEO next week. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. And if she act like she don't know what she talking about, bear with her. But of course, Wednesday, AEW Dynamite with the Dynamite Dolls. Thursday night, Creep Squad is back. Make sure you check that out. Before that, NXT and NXT UK recap show with Katrina and Stephanie. And then join us Thursday night. We'll be giving you all of our predictions for Against All Odds. A match was announced tonight.
That is Friday.
Yeah. We'll be doing the post show for Against All Odds about 11:30 or whenever they wrap up the SmackDown and AEW Rampage show, which is on Friday. No shows on Saturday, so make sure you check out some of our old interviews on YouTube and some of the post shows that you've seen this week. And then on Sunday, well, I'm just kidding. Saturday we have Money in the Bank. Yeah. Money in the Bank post show. I forgot it was on Saturday. I was going to say it was on Sunday. And then, of course, Sunday, Turnbuckle Glam has been back, is back now for a week. And so make sure you check that out as well. And you won't see Santana on Sunday. So you won't see her on Monday either. And you won't see her on Tuesday for Ms. and Mrs. I guess I got to do that by myself as well. And then you won't see her on Thursday either. You won't see her on Friday. And then you may see her again. You may see her again on Turnbuckle Glam. I'm checking the date. You may see her on Turnbuckle Glam on the 10th. May not. Who knows? With that being said, make sure you check out all the shows that we have for this week and the weeks to follow as well. And that was our predictions for Money in the Bank. You may actually get a men's Money in the Bank prediction on the show for Friday because Stephanie and this was our take-home show. So yeah, this was our take-home show, and July is Santana's Appreciation Month as well. Don't forget about that. And also
the SAS. Well, yeah, Society. Santana's Appreciation Society.
I'm gonna try to push out at least 2 to 3 more articles for Pride Month. Possibly one on Jamie Synagogue and another one. We're going to see what we can do about Giselle Shaw since she just made her announcement as well. Here at Women's Wrestling Talk, we want to say that we stand behind Giselle Shaw in her decision and sharing that news with everyone. We've both been able to see her wrestle a few times, and so it's amazing, especially for someone like me, being able to live in her truth and really be an amazing representation even before she made the announcement to the community. So Pride Month still last week, so make sure you check that out. And then we will have everything laid out for you. July is going to be a very interesting month because we don't have anything we don't have a specific thing that we're doing. We've been doing from Black History Month. We did Women's Month. We did Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We've done Pride Month. July,
Yes,
I might have a secret. I might have a article come out during the time of Santana's, sabbatical. So make sure you check that out. But we'll be pushing out some stuff and trying to focus and trying to get some more stuff out. Make sure, be sure it'll be talked about tomorrow on the Indie Show as well. But make sure you check out my article that I posted about XPW having their first ever women's championship. They had an 8-woman tournament, and it's getting a lot of views, a lot of love. And so I'm very appreciative that I decided to take that on and cover that event. There was some live tweeting. Of course, Taya, Chelsea, and Deanna, and Camille, I've been following for quite some time. And then I actually got introduced to 4 new women as well. Well, Steph's not new, but I'm still new to her as well. But with that being said, you guys, make sure you follow us here on Twitch. Make sure you're subscribing. Santana, any words for the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, just make sure. Just so you know, we haven't done it in a minute because I took all my videos out of here because I don't like, y'all was using my stuff, man. I ain't like that. We only get loud over here with us. July is National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know what we can do on that, but I won't be here to take part. That's going to be all left up to the CEO and the other writers to figure out what they are going to do because Santana will not be here.
Well, for that month, I will be your editor-in-chief. So I can't wait to edit everyone's articles. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And let me tell you something. It's a few that ain't been doing, so we're gonna crack down on some stuff while Santana's gone. We're gonna figure some stuff out. But I like to put this at the end of my articles. Stay bougie, XOXO, kind of like Gossip Girl. I'm Gossip Girl over here, Nikki Bougie. But please make sure you guys are following the page. We have some amazing reels that we've posted too from some of the shows. I have a lot of shows that I'm going to be working on. Not going to get to go to Center Stage for Against Our Lodge. I'm not going to get to go to the Louisville taping either, but I will be back at Impact. I'm not going to the Chicago show, but I will be back in Dallas for the tapings, the 26th and 27th. And then I'm also will be live at District Wrestling. That's a local promotion in Atlanta, so make sure you check that out. And then I've been covering Battle Slam. I've been to every one. They're about to have another one, so make sure you check out that big announcement too. Because no, you definitely will. July 21st. Is not Battle Slam, but it's Terminus. Masha Slamovich will be going one-on-one with Queen Amita. I believe this is their first meetup. I'm going to try to keep you guys. Oh, I have 15 minutes left. I will try to keep you guys posted with that. I don't really do the indies like that. That's covered in a different section, but I hop in as senior writer when I can and when I feel like it needs to be necessarily done. With that being said, you guys, thank you. Of course, I feel like we haven't said this in so long. You have been rocking with the best, honestly. The dominating tag team here, the originals, the first. We
greatest forever. We hold all the gold.
We will forever go down in the Hall of Fame as the greatest tag team in women's wrestling talk history. And that's never going to change. I don't care if you see me with Santana or not for a couple weeks. That will never change. So, with that being said, and you will catch us exclusively on Women's Wrestling Talk, of course, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Until tomorrow, we will see you then.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.